All right, so on this one, well, I'm gonna show you the next step in the place. So we've done circling the place, sending to the place, and now this is gonna be stay on the place for a 5-minute period of time while you're sitting. So I'm gonna bring my chair somewhat close. Lela, place. And then I'm gonna attempt to sit down, but first I have to make sure she's not gonna go off the place. So I have to be ready to jump up. And once I'm seated, I start my clock. Now you're not really safe until she's in a down, and we don't give her a down or a sit command.
Okay.
We want her to understand the boundary, but you know they're really relaxed when they're down, so you don't have to be quite on edge anymore.
Right.
I also want to give her the opportunity, though, to make a mistake,
Yeah.
so that I can put her back on and show her what I want.
Yep.
No pauses on the ground. Nope. You can tell her no.
Okay.
If you do that consistently in commands, when they don't give you what they want, they'll start to know to think of something else.
Okay.
I like to give my dogs a little bit of information so they're thinking more. Here's Bodie.
I know.
Is Bodie a Labradoodle?
No, Bodie's a German Shepherd.
Okay, that's the one you were telling us about before. Because
5 months
there's another
old.
Bodie who's a big doodle.
Big Doodle?
At least three times the size of, she's 75 pounds.
Yeah.
We met her on the beach a couple of times. Dark hair, and the two of them are like lost cousins. They just slam into each other. You know
Yeah.
how poodles jump? It's hilarious. Needless to say, she's the one that really gets deflected, but doesn't slow her down at all.
German Shepherds are really smart.
They are very smart. This one, there's something trainers, especially in protection sports, but also for obedience, a way we train Tug so that the dog brings it back and pushes it against us. He instinctively had that
Wow.
as a puppy.
Wow.
It's the only time I've ever seen a dog instinctively have that, you know. I'm sure it's very irritating to his owners, but it's something
Something.
that dog trainers love.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It makes training with the toys much easier,
Yes.
you know, and also teaching fetch. So
So
they're probably like, oh, this dog bothers me, bringing the toy over and over again. Slamming it into me. And I'm like, cool.
Yeah. That's awesome.
She is totally into retrieving her toys.
Yeah.
It's a spaniel.
Oh yeah, it's natural for her as well.
And she'll if she wants to play and
Yeah.
you don't play, she'll push it.
Yeah.
She pushes it right into you. If you get up to walk across the room, she would literally, and I've seen it.
Yeah,
It's not just coincidence.
Yeah.
She would literally bounce as your trailing leg, from leg to leg.
Yeah.
She would literally bounce off the trailing leg each time until you turn around
And play with
and
her.
play with it.
Yeah, she's.
At first, it was just random,
Smart.
but
Yeah.
then I was watching
No, she knows.
Claire
what
across
she's
the room, and she literally, you could see her head snap from trailing leg
Yeah.
to trailing leg. It's like, holy moly.
Dogs are a lot smarter than we give them credit for.
Yeah. Our son, he had a German Shepherd, and really well trained. And then he got another, what kind of dog is Moxie? Looks like a German Shepherd, but smaller.
Yeah.
Um,
I
but,
can't remember.
but so,
Belgium something, isn't it?
but, so he had trained Jake, the
Yeah.
German Shepherd, and he said that it was so easy training the second dog because it was Jake who really did a lot of the training. And Michael, no matter where he goes, this dog is never on a leash, except if it has to be on a
Yeah.
leash. Like, he's got this dog. I said, Michael, we're on a main road, like, Jesus. And he said, no, she's not gonna take off. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's awfully confident. I would not do that.
Well, if you work with your dog enough and really know them,
Yeah.
and
He
work with them.
He did. He worked with her, I mean, every day for at least an hour.
Yeah. That's what makes the difference between a
Yeah,
well-trained
that's
dog
what
and
he
a
said
not
to me. He
well-trained
said
dog.
it's gotta be every single day.
Yep.
I'm scheduled to do it.
It's hard, yeah.
Well, it's not 24/7 every single day, and you can take days off.
Right.
You know,
But
like
it's-
sometimes your dog, you can tell your dog's not feeling well, so I
Yeah.
let my dog take the day off. Sometimes I'm not feeling well, so
Yeah,
we take
so
the
take
day
the
or a
day
few
off.
days off.
She,
You know,
is
sometimes we just
exhausted.
do something for fun because it seems like we're burning out
Yeah.
on one thing or another.
Yeah.
You know,
She's really tired after daycare though.
good girl. Yes, I meant to pass her off to one of you before this.
Oh. His turn.
Did she last 5 minutes?
Yeah, well, I mean, you could see she got on and off a few times. She was about 6 minutes there. So we want to get it so that she stays on the whole 5 minutes. I'm going to sit next to you. I hope I'm not being too far. I'm so used to though.
I know, everybody's like 6 feet. 6 feet.
Even now watching the news is like, why are they so close together? Oh,
I
yes, that's how we used to sit.
I know, it's funny, I was out last night with a friend and, people, they didn't have their masks on, but they were still 6 feet apart.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, I bet they're just so used to it.
Did you guys get your vaccinations?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. You did too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I got so sick of the
Place?
second one though.
you did.
Place?
Yeah. Did you do the Moderna?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did the Moderna too.
The second one, I got the chills so bad that I literally felt like my bones were like breaking up inside of me. It was awful.
It was
Yeah, you
worth
slept the second day. I had no impact at all.
it. You did
Oh,
Moderna.
watch it.
I did, so my second, I was fine, and then, at night, I just couldn't sleep, and I had the chills and all that. But I didn't realize it was that, like, I was thinking, do I have the chills, do I not have the chills?
Oh, I definitely had the chills. I like had hunkered down under my husband thought I was mad at him because I pulled the down blanket over me and I just couldn't talk to him. I was in so much pain.
Oh, no.
So the next day he's all like grumpy with me. I was like, what is your problem? He's like, well, you wouldn't speak to. I was having the chills under the down blanket.
Oh, yeah, some people, seems like that was fairly common with the Moderna. What I did though is, because I didn't sleep the first night, I stayed home from work the second, the day after, and I slept all day. So everybody's having a little bit of a different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't hydrate well right before I took it, which probably.
Were you
Yeah,
supposed to
that's-
hydrate?
Yeah, you were.
That's what they told me at the second shot, is
Yeah.
drink tons of water and do this with your arm,
Oh, I didn't
in
know
a shot arm.
Yeah.
And she said,
I didn't hear
You
that
should be
about the
fine.
arm, but I heard
Yeah.
about.
because that was another thing a lot of
Afterwards,
people complain about.
I didn't hear about that,
People
jeez.
complain about the shoulder pain in the second shot,
Yeah.
but I could feel it during the course of the day. Every so often my arm would get a little stiff. I would just do,
Yeah.
you know, she was one of the I don't know, the healthcare professionals that administered the shots, and when I walked in, she's over next to her booth and she's going like this,
Yeah.
like a chicken. I said,
What's she
what are
doing?
you doing? She goes, I'm just reminding everybody to move their arms around after the shot. She said, you drink a ton of water, move your arm around, and you'll be fine. She was right.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I don't hydrate myself enough as it is.
Yeah, same here.
And I overhydrate myself according to.
Yeah, she drinks enough water for both of us. So.
Sadly, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, I know.
Can never win though. Too much. much, I don't know, it's like, all these rules.
She's just gonna
Well,
sit
then I decided to go hiking up a mountain 2 days after the shot. I almost died.
Oh, that's tough. Which mountain, this mountain?
Mount A, yeah, but my friends decided to go from the top down
Okay.
and then back up.
Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
no, why would
No,
you do
that's
that?
backwards. So that's like
I
taking
It's like
a
the
kayak
reward
down
is
river
coming
and then,
down.
and then have a kayak back against the stream.
Oh my goodness.
And I just had the shot and I wasn't feeling well and like halfway back up, I was just like, you guys are gonna have to, my husband was staying with me, I said, you guys are gonna just have to go ahead, we'll see you later.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just sat down. I couldn't breathe, I'm hoping my next hiking is not so traumatic.
No, you.
Well, it's kinda nice cause you do kinda see the top twice, right?
Yeah,
So I guess
true.
that's why.
But how'd you get to the top? If you didn't hike up,
They
did you
have
drive to the
a
top?
part, yeah, that
Okay.
you can drive to the top.
So like Mount Washington,
Ah.
up on the,
We haven't
Not
done
that
that yet. How are the ticks with the dogs and stuff?
I imagine now they're pretty bad.
Yeah, that's what I
They're
thought.
always bad. Just assume they're gonna be bad. Put on your bug spray and your long pants and check your dog really well. Luckily you have a white dog, so you should be able to see
See
them.
it,
Yeah,
yeah.
right on her. Yeah, Mount A is notorious for having bad ticks.
Mhm.
Cause it's not, although we don't really take care of our yard because it's for the dogs, we have a bunch of turkeys that come through here pretty religiously and they pretty much take care of the ticks in the yard.
Oh, really?
That's awesome.
Oh, that's kinda cool.
So with grass, now that we just got this house, pesticides. and
I
stuff.
never put anything on my grass.
Yeah, it's dangerous for
Yes,
the dogs.
yes.
Yeah, no, I know because I mean our other
No
dog
weed
lives-
killers, no nothing.
Yeah,
You just let it go.
yeah.
They're gonna, as you can see, they're gonna make bald spots in the grass anyway, so.
Yeah.
I've heard, one trainer said that she put clover in her yard, some sort of clover that makes a good ground cover, so we might go to,
You might try
maybe
that.
check that out one day.
Yeah.
There's probably better ground cover, like I don't mind crabgrass, cause that is hardy as heck.
Right. Yeah, we're gonna go with organic, right, Richard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, Eldridge is going all organic now. There's a lot of landscapers that are going all organic.
Yeah. I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't trust like pets, so I don't even put flea and tick stuff on my dogs, cause I don't trust the pesticides. We just check them,
Yeah.
and we don't have anything that brings fleas in,
Yeah.
like outdoor cats.
See, I have to give her a pill for her to go to daycare.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Well, I'm
No
sure,
choice.
I'm sure, yeah.
What?
There's no
No
choice.
choice,
We did it with,
yeah.
we did it with Tia for 17
Yeah.
years. She lived to be over 100. Don't go bonkers.
By the way, I didn't do it for the last, I did not give her, tick and flea, that, remember we used to put the
Oh,
oil
once
on?
she was diagnosed with cancer.
No, for a long time before then, cause she didn't really go, we lived in Newburyport, we didn't really live around, and I didn't wanna put that stuff on her, so I stopped years ago. I give her the heartworm medicine though. You can't fool around with that, but I stopped giving it to her. We're giving it to her because I really trust the doctor, the vet, and, but I don't wanna put it on her.
Yes.
Oh, yes. How did you know your time was up?
That part I got.
She did really well.
You're up next, Clara.
Okay. She's gonna be like, seriously, I gotta go do this again? Place. Yeah, we have a lot of grass in our new, and it's one of those neighborhoods, the front, you have to have grass, like
Yeah.
it's just one of those,
Yeah.
Front and center. They should be planted in the backyard, not the front.
but I don't want pesticides that are toxic at all, especially with our her and grandchildren. Yeah, what I was saying is Tia, so our other dog, she lived until she was 17 or 16, Richard? 17. But she did have bladder cancer the last year of her life.
Almost
And
2 years.
2 years, she, but then it got to the point we had no choice but to put her down.
Yeah.
She was suffering so much. And then I just did some research on bladder cancer. I don't think that's where she got it from, but that's when I learned that pesticides, what can cause bladder cancer in dogs. And that's why with her, I said to him, no, we're not doing pesticides.
Yeah, the Doberman breed has enough genetic problems. They don't want to add
Yeah.
pesticides into the mix.
No, we do everything we can to keep our animals healthy. Now, we give her Eukanuba. That's what the vet. Do you think that's an okay dog food? Yeah. What do you?
We do Blue Buffalo.
I heard that was good. Similar. He said that Blue Buffalo is good as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We switched our dogs to even better food from at one point, but it didn't seem to react well with them. You know, with their digestive system.
Okay.
Their coats look drier.
Oh.
It's supposed to. It has more proteins.
Which
and
one?
fats.
Which
From
one?
FROMM.
Oh.
It's considered one of the, but dog systems, they react differently to different things.
Well,
So we noticed that it wasn't, seemed to be working as well as Blue Buffalo does for our dogs.
Yeah, so that's good. No, Blue Buffalo. I think Blue Buffalo was one that he had recommended as well.
And so they've had some, like some other dog food, they've had some problems with some of their plants with salmonella and that sort of thing. So I try to keep on top of the recalls and that sort of thing.
Yeah, no.
They haven't really been around here.
So the grain free, that was a big thing for a while, and I asked our vet, by the way, we need a new vet. We go all the way to Topsfield for
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Topsfield, Maine?
No,
Oh,
Massachusetts. And so when we moved to Newburyport, Tia, we had her go there because it wasn't that far, but it's a real hike to take her there. But so he was saying the grain free. So he had gotten his degree from Harvard, so he's really smart. And I trust him. He says it'll take me an hour to tell you why I wouldn't do grain free, but I would tell you not to. Like, all right, I'll do Eukanuba. So then I asked him, what do you give your dogs? He said Eukanuba. I said, okay, that's what I'm gonna do.
I want to do raw eventually, but it's so maybe now that we're down to 2 dogs, we'll try raw. Because then you take that whole manufacturing thing out of it and they get a better quality food, but it's complicated.
Yeah,
you know?
it is complicated. Yeah. So do you get it at the organic nature?
No, I mean, the kind of raw where you buy the meat yourself.
Oh, and you cook it, or you
you leave it raw. Yeah, it depends which method you want to go by. You could, some people say cook it, some people say leave it. This is where we get complicated. So, you know.
They have,
some people say if you give raw, you have to freeze it for a period of time to kill all the worms if there are any. Depending on what kind of meat you're using. So it's pretty complicated, but it's supposed to be. Some people swear by it, some people say it didn't work well for their dog. So everything's so complicated in the dog food world.
It really is. I mean, it takes research, and I don't like anything that's like a new fad. I worry about that. But that's not a new fad, raw.
No, some breeders and trainers have been doing,
We haven't given her anything raw, but Tia could not eat anything raw.
Yeah.
Tia, but
Bones, bone marrow.
Yeah.
Spaghetti.
No, she the frozen bone marrow. That's raw, isn't it, Richard? That she doesn't.
Oh, that's right too. We did give her one.
That did not work
bone.
well for her.
But, yeah.
But my question is vets.
We use the, is it called the one on Route 1 near the Leeward Landing Thrift Store, York Animal Hospital, I think it's called.
Yeah, the couple, the husband
Yes,
and wife.
yes.
You like them?
Yes.
Alright, that's where we're gonna take her as well.
Dr. Bill.
Good. I'm gonna use them too.
Well, it used to be, I guess it's still a husband-wife, but it's a new husband and wife recently, like in the last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, but you're
So
happy.
kept the tradition going. Husband, wife.
I guess
She's been
so.
down for 5 minutes with no correction.
She's
Not
good.
once did she gained, her paws are hanging off. Right?
Yeah, I was getting nervous a couple of
Yeah,
times.
same here, but she stopped.
No, she's
Yep.
good.
It was 11:50, I was looking. When I switched.
So here's another way you can keep from feeling like she's gonna charge after chipmunks if you keep doing this.
Yeah. See? Yeah,
And
no,
outside is like there's a
she's not
her-
charging
right.
after it, that's
Yeah, so just give her a little correction back on, get her all the way back on here. And then sit down, wait till she relaxes again, and then you can let her go.
I do have another question, since you've been living in New York for a while. We have a couple of bags of donations, like we're getting rid of stuff,
Yeah.
cause we're gonna move. We used to in Massachusetts have those blue, kind of container things that you, what is it
I
called?
don't think we've had them since the pandemic, anything like that.
Okay, do you know where? There's
Well,
like,
there's the Leeward Landing Thrift Store would probably take
they would, okay, that's what I was
donations
thinking.
in, and there's, oh, yep, get her back up there. There's also a thrift store on the, I'm trying to think of what the road is, there's another thrift store that used to be a fish market. I can't remember what it's called.
Well, we'll do Leewood Light, I like
I think it's the
Leewood.
York Community something.
Okay, where's,
Let's
is that?
see. It's like if I'm going to Hannaford from here to go to Route 1, it's right at the corner of Route 1 and there's an abandoned house right across from it. It's like a T intersection.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else. It's past Anthony's.
Yep.
So if you go past Anthony's and then not towards Hannaford but the other way,
Yeah.
at the first like T intersection, there's a thrift store right there. That's my favorite thrift store.
Okay. Thrift stores are smart. It's a good way to shop.
Well, I'm a dog trainer, so my clothes
Yeah.
have a lot of wear, and I can find usually better clothes than I can find in
Oh,
new
I
stores
know,
that
I
are for less
know.
money that are gonna last
Yeah.
longer.
Oh yeah.
You know, instead of buying a $79 piece of crap, I buy a $5
No, yeah.
shorts that last me 5 years.
Of
So,
course, yes.
like I don't even know. These are getting ripped now, but these have been with me for a while.
Oh, well, you love them, so
Yeah.
that's good. Richard has
I
trouble
was just gonna say.
parting with things.
You need a robe.
You should see his robes. I'm like, Jesus, Rich. And then I get him a new one for
I keep
Christmas.
my robes
and
so
he
long, I
won't-
can't even remember when the hell I bought them.
He just
I'm usually pretty good about throwing my clothes away, actually.
Okay, so we're done.
Yeah.
12 o'clock. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Work on
Yes.
those sets.
Yes, we will. Oh my God, that was so funny.
Well, if nothing else,
We-
we're gonna get a few chuckles